You are live. Yep. Turn the sound down. Come on. Turn the ringer off. All right. Go to mine. All my videos. It's Thursday. There we go. There I is. Just hanging around. Oh, there's a white dot on the side of my head. Might be something on the lens. No. Yeah, it was. Huh. How about that? All right. Try. Does not help. Okay. That's what I need. No, actually, I don't need. I need to. Oh, hey, Jamie. Well, I hope your lunch was good. Just finished mine. I didn't bring some of the stuff out of the truck. I just left it out there. I'm not interested in. I get 3 different amplifiers. I'm not interested in hauling those in or some of the other items. Oh, I need to check. I did win another Turkish tea set. Was it on this phone? Nope. Yeah, and they misplaced a piece of glass. It was a Murano gondola dish. It was, oh well. He and the xylophone or glockenspiel can stay out there, and the tone drum. I think everybody's seen the tone drum. Warm lunch. Well, I think it's currently 97 here. Feels like 108. I made some buttermilk biscuits the other day. I made a dozen of those and fried up a roll of sausage. I made 2 sausage, cheese, and mustard biscuits for lunch. Let's see, we got a nice Fender. It's an older model, FA. A little smilky, needs some cleaning up, and it's acoustic electric, so that'll add to the value. And then we got this one. It's watch it. It's a talent guitar. It's a maker. It's got a nice color to it. Guess that's a mahogany. And I got a little small parlor guitar. It's newer, so it has fairly decent value. And then these things. Oh yeah, I already said. I think they misplaced that one piece of Murano glass. But this is that one. I had no idea it was this big. This thing is huge. But that's Polish Makora glass. I think it's made in Koksno, Poland, but I mean, even the bottom that you can't really see is beautiful. But it curls up. It's called conch, which you can see it does look like a conch shell. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's just beautiful. I'm already 98% sure I'm just going to keep it. I like it. And then the other item, it's got no manufacturer's information on it. But it's this cool mirror. I don't know if you can see the iridescent glass on it. Yeah, it's from what Google says, it shines. Well, I haven't cleaned it yet either, but it's like an oily look, stained glass around the mirror part. Google says it's from the 1920s, but without a manufacturer's mark, I can't 100% identify it, and I wasn't able to find an exact match. So most likely that means it wasn't something that was mass produced. Yeah, I love that glass. That's freaking beautiful. And even this, I don't know, you can't. It's got like a crackled look on the back of it. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. Air bubbles and things like that. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, yeah, it's showing up pretty well. But yeah, that thing's beautiful. I had no. I thought it was like half that size, maybe. I saw her bring that out and that big. My eyes got big. Def- Definitely need to build some shelves. I think it might look nice if I got like one of those a sturdy plate holder and displayed it on a shelf like that rather than have it sitting on a table. I think that would be a better look for it. Oh, but that's pretty much it, other than the tongue drum and amplifiers, a couple Funko Pops. So I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got 8 guitars here. I've got 12 out at the flea market. So I think I'm good on guitars for the rest of the summer, maybe. I hope not. I hope I run out. That should get me through for a while. I had a guy that was selling at auctions, an old man, and he'd come by and he'd buy every guitar I had. But I haven't seen him for about 3 weekends now. I hope he's okay. Quick show and tell. Damn it, man. Maybe I'll go get the tongue drum and play us some music. Oh, all right. I guess we're back. Network name to Trump supporters suck ass. So any of my neighbors that go searching a network, searching for a network to connect to, um, kind of dumb because then I had to reset all the computers. I had to reset everything on my phone, and then my security cam. It took me almost an hour to get the security cam set back up to the network. I should have just left it alone, but I was feeling mischievous. I take my Wi-Fi, please. Yeah, ICE might come and shut me down, huh? Well, I got up the other day and I heard a ding, ding, ding. I've got a little bell on my gate, and to get to my front door, you have to come through the gate onto the patio and up onto the porch to knock on the door. And anyway, I heard the ding, 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 and there was a sheriff at my gate. Another sheriff kind of catty cornered at the front of the house, and another sheriff checking my back door. And I opened my door. Can I help you with something? And they were looking for somebody. Johnny Williams. I told him, I said, well, I've been here 15 years and nobody by that name has ever lived here. And I know who lived here before me, and there was nobody by that name there. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of embarrassing because I'm sure the few of the neighbors saw there was two police cars, two sheriff's cars out front, and they probably saw that the three sheriffs surrounding my house and all that. Kind of embarrassing. Maybe they need a crash course on map reading so they can get the correct address of who they're looking for. No, they didn't. They just came to my place. I didn't see them until they came to my house. I don't know if they went anywhere beforehand, but I watched them, and they got in their cars and left after they came to my place. Yeah, this is true. Or they may have had a picture of the person and saw that I wasn't him, but then if they had a warrant for the person or whatever it was, they must have been a dangerous individual for there to be three of them. But yeah, that just irritated me more than anything with the guy said he was kicking my gate to make the bell ring. I guess he was checking to see if there was a dog on the patio because I've got it enclosed with a 6 foot privacy fence. Car door? What car door? Oh, let me turn that AC off. It makes my voice sound bad. See if that's any better because I noticed the other day on the playback. Yeah, the ding ding was the gate. I've got a little cast iron bell on it, and it's real high pitched. I can hear it at the back of the house. But yeah, I noticed the other day on the playback, I watched a little bit of the playback, and because the AC is running, the noise canceller is removing some of my voice as well. So that'll make my stream shorter because I'm not going to sit here with no AC, not for long. Oh, I posted a comment on your community board. I don't know if you've about an alternate universe. Yeah, nothing like a stinking, sweaty man to attract ladies. Yeah, I'm guess you it probably needs your approval or anything if you're gonna make it public. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that works because I don't think I've posted an image on somebody else's. Got your possums in there. Yeah, I'm enjoying playing with the AI. Hmm. Well, it's a good thing they caught that. Yeah, it's a good thing they caught that. So, yeah, same here. I've always had a little bit of a smoker's cough. So I don't think, unless I was, like you say, gagging up a bunch of stuff, I wouldn't think I had anything wrong with me. Just a normal smoker's cough. Well, that's good. Maybe it wasn't a smoker's cough. Hey there, Wandering Scorpio. How you doing today? We were just playing some show and tell. Got a few guitars and this piece of glass and an old vintage mirror with some oily looking stained glass around it. Yeah, something on your hand. Seems like they would just be doing it with some local anesthesia. I've had a big mole removed before. with just some local anesthesia. I just had this little thing that looked like a shaving razor, but it only had one razor blade on it. They numbed it up and just kind of scraped at it, and it was gone. Yeah, yeah, that's what you would think. Just some local anesthetic. Of course, putting you under may pay more. I don't know. They've made that decision for some reason. You could always ask them too. When they removed the mole with the local anesthesia on me, I didn't feel a thing. I think they only gave me one shot. Oh, thank you, Wondered. Okay, thank you too, Janie. I haven't heard much from my younger brother. He decided to get out of trucking and sold his truck, his 18 wheeler. He said he's going to go do something different for a change. He said he had two cars to repair as well. So he's probably busy, especially out in this heat. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's actually only, well, he's one of the three brothers I'm talking to. I'm not speaking with the other two at the moment. I got tired of listening to them. Politics all the time. Like they just like to get people agitated, push buttons. They did, because my younger brothers quit talking to him as well, or at least removed himself our joint chat. Yeah, I've gotten rid of lifelong friends on Facebook because of who they turned out to be when all this openly hating other people came out. I just they're not the kind of people I want to be friends with. It's like one guy. I think he's a deacon in his church, but when that shooting happened in Charleston, he says, "Why do you have to go up there and side the church and shoot some good Christians? Why didn't you just go out and kill some homeless people?" I'm like, whoa, you didn't just say that. Yeah, they do. Hello, Dolly. I'll say it again in case you didn't hear it the first time. When that shooting happened in Charleston at the church, he commented, "Why did they go into the church and shoot good Christian people? Why didn't he just go out and kill some homeless people instead?" And that was the end of that friendship. Fairly well, fairly well. Yeah, yeah, I thought he was a good guy. With friends like that, who needs enemas, huh? Yeah, and that's the girl. She's about the same age as my daughter. She works with the guy beside me that sells ammunition and stuff, and she's a big conservative supporter. Yet she's a single mom living in federal housing, receiving federal food aid, and Medicaid for her son. Blah blah, all this, and she votes against all of it. Yeah, they never think it could happen to them. It doesn't take a lot. Yeah, the majority of people in America, if they lost their jobs within a few months, they'd be on the streets if they couldn't find more work. Yeah, yeah, and I think I don't know. It seems like it's jealousy that somebody else is getting a benefit that they're not getting. But then they're not the ones working at Waffle House trying to keep a roof over the head of their two children, and maybe they had better luck in life. Yeah, and then right after the big beautiful bill passed, all my medications went up in cost. Oh, I also have more cost in visiting the doctor and a much higher deductible. But yeah, I try to stay away from all that anymore because there's really not a lot as an individual that I can do other than vote. Yeah, exactly. I think it was it Bobert, Lauren Bobert. Her mother received federal aid to raise her, and she's all against it now. I think she got voted out too. So yeah, exactly. And the guy beside me at the flea market Saturday and Sunday all day long for 6 hours. That's all he talks about, and he talks nonstop. And I want to say so much, but to keep the pace, the majority of the time, I just try and keep my distance. Oh, and the girl working for him is working under the table and receiving the benefits. So there is that too. Well, I did. I got some Bluetooth speakers, and inside my building, I put the Bluetooth speakers so I could listen to music and kind of drowned him out. And then the assholes brought out some musical equipment and started playing his blasting his own music over mine. So I, uh, yeah, I know my mother for certain would be appalled at what's going on. Yeah, I do too. I worry my children are almost in their 30s. They're in their late 20s. My daughter has children. My son doesn't yet. But I mean, I worry about them, their opportunities in life, and the grandchildren. It's very concerning. Yeah, I think that's odd that so many older people are so conservative because for me, it was the opposite. I mean, I was never an extreme conservative or anything, but I grew more liberal the older I got. The more of life I experienced, the more things I saw in life, the more I traveled, the more liberal I became. Well, the thing about people that are a little bit different, they're easy to, targets for them to blame their own personal failings on. Well, my parents were human. People make mistakes, and they made plenty. But I believe they did try to be good people. So there's that. They both had shortcomings, but that's life. Yep. As long as you're trying to be a decent person in life, that's, I mean, that's all I would ask anybody to do. Just try. Have a little empathy for other people. Be considerate. Have a little dignity. Well, my mom would flip out these days if she saw people walking around the grocery store in their pajamas. I remember as children, she would dress us up, comb our hair, clean us up just to go to the grocery store. Oh, man. I imagine what the deal with that is. If they can't, you're not utilizing their services so many days a month, they're not making the profit they want to from you. So they'll be wanting to find a client that will utilize their services so many days a month. Ooh, the Marines. Yeah, my dad was a Marine. Oh, no problem, Wandering. Now, my younger brother mentioned something about that. He said, people just continuously treat him like shit and do him wrong. He says, I'm going to be an asshole and start treating people like that too. And I commented to him, no, you probably don't want to do that, because then you'll just end up feeling like shit for not being the person you really are. Yeah, exactly, Janie. Don't be what you hate. Don't let other people's actions make you someone you are not. I don't choose to let them do that, because everything you do in life is a choice. Wow, only 50. Yeah, that's young. Yeah, I hear people pretty often. Oh, they make me so mad. And occasionally I say, well, actually, no, you being mad is a choice. You decide if you want to be mad or not. Yeah, 50's very young. I'm not looking up here because I got the light shining at me. I can't see the screen of the chat as well as I can on my phone over here. That's why I'm looking down. I'm not wallowing in tears over beer. This is Mountain Dew. Yeah, 50's is young too. Hmm. Wow. Yeah, sorry to hear that. That's very young. I know you've already seen it, Janie, but I'm going to show off this piece of glass again. This one's from a Polish hand made glass maker. See, I've got that damn light shining right on it. There we go. But anyway, it's pretty huge. I had no idea it was that large. Yeah, I do too, especially since it's so large. I thought it was like half that size. That thing's huge. I like that. I think set up on its side like that too is probably the best way to display it. I think I'm gonna try and take their sticker off. They still got the sticker on. It's from the 70s, but they still have the sticker on. I'm gonna try and take it off and put it on the back. So I'd rather see the whole piece. And so I'm the same way with the paintings I do. I started signing them on the side of the canvas because I didn't want to deface the main subject. All right, Wandering. We'll see you later. Have a good one. 9 hours. I've been taking a lot of naps, but I don't very often get 9 hours. Was that natural sleep, or did you have a medication to help that along? I know if I can get 4 or 5, that's good. Hmm. Well, that's real good. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to have to build a set of shelves before too long in the living room to have a place to put all this stuff on. I've got a bookcase, but that's already full with books and a few other knickknacks. So I need to build a nice shelf system for displaying these things so I can look at them and have them up high enough so when the grandkids come to visit, they won't become broken. Oh, I heard a joke like that not long ago about getting up to use the bathroom. Oh, yeah, that's another complaint about old age. All I've got to do is look at a glass of water and I've got to use the bathroom. On the bright side, that means my kidneys are functioning well. Oh. I need to stand up. This is starting to hurt. I, I try and use the bathroom before I get into bed, but it never fails. After laying there for about an hour, I've got to get up and go again. And then after that, I might get about 3 hours of sleep before I got to get up and go again. Oh, I know you like history too, Janie. I posted something about Lady Godiva, little known historical facts. today. Yeah, I put on an 8 out of 10 cats does countdown, and I'll watch about 15 minutes of it and fall asleep. Sometimes a little longer because I'll pause it and try and make words and figure out the equations to get the number they want. Match game 76. Oh, thank you, Dolly. Yeah, there's so much that we could be getting mad about and crying about these days. I just assume smile a little bit. Oh, Chuck, y'all stop. Went to the grocery store earlier. I don't usually, but I went ahead and got 8 2-liter bottles of Dr. Pepper. I usually get 5 or 6 to last me through the entire week. But I go back on Mondays to shop again, and they're out because everybody's bought them out on the weekends. So I bought them out. I told the young guy running the cash register, I said I'm getting ready to do some heavy drinking this weekend. Match game 76. Let me see. I'm trying to remember how that worked. I remember tic tac toe. I remember match game 76. Oh, that was where they had 2 people. Is that the one where the uh, Fred was in love with his girlfriend until he found out she had a blank? Is that the one where they did that? And then there was like 6 panelists that came up with panelists. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 6 people, presume. Yeah, there you go. 2 contestants. Yeah, that's the one. Now doing the mix of 9 letters and seeing who can come up with the biggest word in 30 seconds, like they do on 8 out of 10 cats, that might be a good game too. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it used to make me so mad because the answer would be obvious, and the contestant would say something completely opposite, off the wall, made no sense. Yes, I've watched a bunch of Match Game too. I've binged that for a time or two. Yeah, I think I'd like to be part of the panel. Yeah, I'd rather be up on the panel, come up with some kind of silly answer. We'd all have to write our answers down on a piece of paper and show them. Yeah, there was another lady who was a regular on that panel too. I don't know her name and I don't know what show she's from, but she wore the glasses and had sort of poofy curly hair, kind of a thin lady. I think Soupy Sales. I think he was on Hollywood Squares. Charles Nelson Riley. Yes, Charles Nelson Riley. I remember him from kids shows back in the day. Brett Summers. Yes, Brett Summers. Charles Nelson Riley. Thank you. No, I never. It never occurred to me, but I wonder if Brett Summers was any relation to Susan Summers or Suzanne Summers. Yeah, and Betty White did another show too, where her husband was the host. I don't remember the name of that one though. That was a lot older. That was way before Match Game. Password. Yes, Password. There you go. Now there's another good TV show. It's an old one where they would try and guess a person's occupation or what they were famous for. But that was like the 1950s. What's My Line? There you go. Yeah, that was another good show. Yeah, I would 100% enjoy watching the game show before I would a reality TV show. I don't know why anybody has an interest in those, but to each his own. Just in case anybody out there does like them, I'll retract a little bit of that. Now the British do have some good shows. Um, Now, I used to watch that Japanese game show MXC, where they would overdub the guy speaking in English, and they'd have to run the obstacle courses and get knocked into the water and all that. I watched that for a little bit. That was kind of fun. Yeah, I've watched an episode or two of Survivor. Uh, yeah, I think I watched 5 minutes of one of the Real Housewives shows. I don't know where they were from, and that was enough. Uh oh. Well, it's warming up in here, and I need to use the restroom. I finished my drink, and I need to turn the AC back on. And I've been on an hour, so I think I'm going to end this. And I appreciate everybody coming by, and I hope you all have a good rest of your day. And we'll see you around town here. But y'all have a good one. Bye. See yous. And we'll be expecting the game show next Tuesday, Janie. Bye now.